You make your way over to the west side, to the edge of the residential and trade district, to a bar that has a... Damn, you're zooming all over the place.
Having fun.
So you go to the bar as a symbol of a ogre's fist smashing down a mug of ale.
Oh. By the way, I've
And-
added the quote.
Excellent.
How do we trigger it? Just quotes.
It's quote zero.
It's not as good as my quote.
What was your quote zero? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah, immortalized.
Uh,
Why did that have to be my first quote?
Starting off strong.
I've been streaming for like 7 months, and that's my first quote. And some people have to watch the VOD to understand the context of that, and that probably still won't make it all right.
nope.
Anyway, I'm sorry, dude. I completely derailed that. Continue.
Okay, you guys enter the bar. There are several small groups of people dotted about. Upon you entering, somebody roll a perception check. Only one person though, so who's going to be?
Who's
Oh,
got the
no.
highest? Okay, I'll just let him do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What was that, the 19?
Yep, 19.
Right. As you guys walk in, Simeon, you notice a halfling over here who, upon you guys entering, makes his way through this door here. Let's make a little spiky bit to show where the door is.
Does he? Did he match the description of one of the guys we've been told about?
For a 19, I'll say that you could see the stripes on his shoulder.
Do I see anyone else in the room that is wearing red stripes?
You don't generally see any other halflings in the main bar. There are several dwarfs, mostly humans. Behind the bar, there is another halfling. One that has a beard that goes all the way down to his feet. And he has glasses on. And a hat.
I'll turn to these guys and just motion towards the door, and I'm gonna sort of head over there.
Okay, we don't approach with you just so they don't feel intimidated, but I'll watch from a distance.
Okie dokie. As you poke your head into the door, you can see into a kitchen area with a door leading out the back. The kitchen is currently vacant. As the halfling at the bar watches you go through, he looks towards the rest of you that came in. What? What is he doing in my kitchen? He starts to walk over towards that. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Do not worry,
What do you think you're doing here?
officer of the law.
Oh
I'm just gonna
god,
walk straight
that's
past.
actually a
Walk
crime.
I'm here to apprehend a criminal.
You can't just go walking around my establishment like that.
Why do you think this is Skyrim?
Does it look like I have a bucket on my head? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. He comes
My
around front
friend,
to you.
my friend. I'm brushing my way. There's no time. No time.
Is Officer Williams with us, by the way, Doom?
Yes, he's there.
I mean, I actually just say it to Officer Williams because I assume we can hear at least some commotion coming from that direction, right?
Yes, you can.
So I just say to Officer Williams, Officer, maybe this might be a good moment to explain whilst we're here. You are the actual officer here, are you not?
Yes, I am, but frankly, I'm thinking Simeon should put in for the guard. He seems to be doing quite a good job.
Nevertheless, he
Excuse me,
isn't.
excuse me.
He isn't an actual guard, though. Do I do agree with you?
Williams will go over towards the kitchen and look around in there. Excuse me, not you two. Get out! What are you doing here?
Do I see the halfling that walked out here?
No, you do not.
Is there any access, any alleyways in the back?
There's gates, but it's fairly barred shut from the inside.
Huh. Okay. Can I see if he might be hiding in this garden somewhere?
Sure. Roll investigation. And what in particular are you checking?
I'm going to look to see if he's
You'd like-
hiding behind any crates.
Okay, just roll investigation then to check.
14.
14. Okay, you check all the crates in the garden, and there is no sign of anyone there. Doesn't seem like any of them have been moved or anything like that.
Do we follow,
Oh.
by the way?
It's up to you.
I mean, honestly, Nargrax is kind of under the impression that Simeon entered unlawfully. We haven't explained why we're here, so he's staying around the front.
Excuse me, why are you looking at crates?
My friend, calm down. Calm down.
You can't just walk in here into my home, into my bar.
My friend,
There could be an
I'm here-
ogres back here.
I'm
Right,
here
you
to
do.
help. I'm here to help. I need your information.
My information.
The
You're in
halfling
my
that just
bar.
came back here.
What halfling? And you're the halfling here.
When we walked in,
I move
There was an
closer to the
individual
door so I can try
wearing-
and hear the conversation.
wearing red stripes on his shoulder. Where did he go?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Also, Zach, what was it that you said then?
I move closer to the door so I can hear what's being said.
Okay, I'd say they're speaking quite loudly so you can overhear.
Yeah,
what's being
if they're raising the voices, I'll move a bit closer, but I won't actually enter the area where I don't believe I should go.
And Nagrax, you see some of the patrons that started to disappear out the main entrance of all this commotion.
Amongst the patrons, are there any other people that match the descriptions that I was given before by the shopkeep?
Roll perception with advantage, giving you know what you're looking for.
Okay. Investigation, did you say?
Perception.
Do we
Perception,
know
sorry.
that Simeon saw a halfling run through here, by the way?
I don't believe he's mentioned outright. So
I did motion towards the door to him, guys.
I think that rolled twice.
Simeon, what did you see?
Okay,
after
that
this?
you did nothing matched.
No.
I went out.
Okay, fair enough. Nargrax just doesn't say anything then.
Can I check the gate to see if it's
Yeah,
I
sure.
shout over, Simeon, what's up? What did you see?
one of our perpetrators?
Can you get off my gate? The gate is firmly shut. You can see if you were to open it, it would drag through the mud, and it doesn't look like it's been dragged through.
I go through and try to check on Simeon, see if he's okay.
Oh, God, that was never. Please
sorry.
get out. Get.
I'm sorry, good sir. Hopefully this will... I don't know. I'm trying to think of the words I'm trying to say here. I basically bribe him 5 gold to let us go through.
I'm not taking. What is this? What is going on?
We're
You
here.
see the officer come over here. He just stands in the doorway with his arms folded. As you were saying, Simeon.
We're here to apprehend, or at least question, a halfling wearing red stripes. I saw such an individual come back here, and I pursued.
Are you certain he came through here, Simeon?
There is only one entrance here, is there not?
Right,
The halfling
like-
looks towards Simeon. He looks towards Flint. He looks towards Williams, and then he looks behind Williams. Then he turns back around, and he suddenly disappears.
What happened? What?
When he disappeared, all you saw was basically a bit of fog drift off over the fence very quickly.
Yeah, I think I know what he did, but I can't obviously say that.
That was magic, wasn't it?
I think I know
What
you got
happened?
that idea too, Doom.
Flint, what was that?
I check for spells.
I'll just say roll intelligence.
Sorry, guys. I was just checking up on something else, so.
Okay. You recognize the spell. It was a Misty Step.
Looks like this was a Misty Step spell, Simeon.
Misty
Part
Step
of
is basically
BMIL.
turning into vaporous form and moving to a point either you can see or know well. I believe.
Out of character, I know what Misty Step is, but
Yeah,
I didn't.
Let's explain
I
just to make
didn't.
sure everyone knew.
yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
I didn't.
The only
Sure.
person that didn't know was the person that actually rolled intelligence to know what it was.
That's
Yeah.
He drew on the collective knowledge of the universe.
Misty Step. He escaped.
He has to know where he's going to.
Williams looked back into the kitchen. He looked back here before he disappeared.
A secret entrance.
Just to say, when I hear William say that he's disappeared, I will head into the back now.
I look around to see where he could have gone.
I mean, now just Nigrax just asked quickly, well, what's happened here? I thought you were talking to somebody back here.
It's like the barkeep used Misty Step to escape. We believe he may have gone in here somewhere.
Okay, in that case, Nagrax will kind of stand by the door and look at the crates immediately to his left. Don't know if they're sealed or whether he might be behind with
A lot of the
some
different
space.
crates are sealed. Some of them are wedged open, some of them are empty.
The thing is, though, if he misty stepped, he could have gone inside the sealed crates, potentially. So I guess really Nagrax might put his ear to the crates just to see if he can hear breathing inside any of them.
And while he's doing that, I look around for any trapdoors or places he could have escaped from.
Can I investigate this big old pile of crates on the left?
You can investigate the big old pile of crates, yes. Roll investigation on the big old pile of crates.
That's a 9.
There's a big old pile of crates.
Good job, Simeon. This is what we pay for.
Flint.
Yes, I'd like to look around for any trapdoors, see if I can see anything obvious.
How would you like a little round?
You know what? I didn't want to do this. I wanted to see if you're going to play nice and see if anything's obvious first, but I'd like to use my Wonder Secrets to feel any traps.
I kind of figured you would go straight for that, to be honest.
Yeah. I thought I was going to be nice, but no.
I changed
brought it
7
out
tools
of
of the bandit.
Yeah, you brought it out of me,
Fucking
Doom.
hardball.
Okay, you get out the wand. Was there any kind of condition to casting it? Or was it just simply it casts and you can see
The
within a
wand
certain
has
area?
3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. A secret door or trap is within 30 feet. The one pulses and points the one nearest to you.
Okay then.
Fact.
You get out the wand and you use it. And you are pulled to here, specifically this crate.
What is it? You found something?
There's something here. I move the crate aside to see if there's any trapdoors underneath.
When you move the crate to the side, initially it looks like there is nothing there, but you notice a faint shimmer to the air.
Can I use my Incarna or something to try and detect what it is?
You can roll Incarna, yeah. Incarna. What am I talking about? Arcana.
Incarnate? We've been playing too much together.
Yay,
Yeah.
incarnate. We
Is
need
someone incarnate? What?
we need to play more Divinity.
Yeah, I summoning.
I'll say even with 11, you can tell that it's a mirage, basically.
There's a mirage here. Is there anything I can do to dispel it?
You don't have anything that could dispel it, but
Can I draw my sword and plunge it through the mirage? See if it just plunge it into the mirage. See if it goes straight through.
it goes straight through.
A clever escape indeed. I want to stick my head down there.
We're just going to stick your head down the hole.
Well,
It's a guillotine. You won't be that cruel, surely. Oh God, you
so
would.
secure on the floor.
Look towards the bottom middle.
Yep.
There should be a little triangle visible now.
Okay.
Okay. And you can see into this room.
Can I see the whole room from there, or just see that little triangle you showed me before?
Can you not see the full room now?
Oh yeah. I didn't know if you'd accidentally done
Yeah,
that.
I just opened up the full
If
room.
that's what we said.
Yep, that's what you can see, specifically dipping your head down. They have not seen you when you've dipped your head down.
All right, I withdraw. I found them. No, I've found them, not me.
Yeah.
I've found them. They're down there. They're
Okay.
cornered. How do we
Uh,
handle this?
Nagrax will lower his voice just to avoid potentially drawing any attention. Did you see any points of escape down there?
Did I see any points of escape down there?
Nope, it is a cellar, basically. There doesn't seem to be any other way out.
I mean, I suppose since it's his investigation, I will say, Officer Williams, it would appear that our culprits are in the cellar below. How would you like to proceed? I assume you would want to make the decision given this is your investigation.
I want you to apprehend them. Don't kill them, preferably.
Understood.
I'm gonna sit this out. I am frankly not any use for this. There's a reason I'm investigation, not actual guard.
Okay, in that case, I will just relay to Simeon. Okay, I believe we are to proceed down there, but we need to make sure that we do non-lethal injuries to these individuals. We need them alive.
Certainly.
What can you tell us of what you saw exactly, Simeon?
Seems like it's a cellar of sorts. I saw 3 individuals down there. They could be the 3 we're looking for.
You said there were 3 halflings. It's just that's what I could get for a character for them.
Yeah, I figure it's the halflings.
All right.
Doom, can I ask you a question out of character before we carry on?
Go ahead.
How do we handle combat when we're wanting to withhold from dealing lethal damage?
I'll say you have to specify the type of attack you make against them.
Would the attack
You can
rolls still be the same?
Violently, but when it comes to finishing them off, you'll have to specify your methods of attack.
Right, so I mean, basically, we would have to announce with each attack whether we're wanting to do lethal damage, or would you give us some indication as to if the next hit's going to kill him or not?
I'll give general indication to the status of each of them.
Right, okay.
Depending on the weapon type attack, I might deduct some damage from what your attacks are if you're doing non-lethal.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, Simeon, are all 3 of them down there?
Looks that way.
Are they close together?
They seem to be gathered. Yes, they have not noticed our approach.
I'm going to say
Alright,
spacing
so-
is accurate by the way down there.
Okay.
Can I just use the loo really quickly before we continue? Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah,
Time stops.
I will be back
Right.
in just a few moments. Sorry, guys.
It's actually the space in between them I want to check. While
Oh,
Buck's doing that, I think I'll do the same.
Doom, can you import your own images into Roll20 to use as like character workers and stuff?
yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Have you got something in mind for your character?
I just wondered if we could find some custom tokens to use.
Yes, I've been thinking about doing that. It's just been on my to-do list.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay, apologies, guys. I'm back.
Damn, that was quick.
Did you wash your hands?
I did. I definitely did.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Now then,
Is
how
Buck
will you
back?
proceed? Yes, he's
Yes,
back.
no?
I think you were asking me how much space there is.
Yeah. Is Buck back? Yeah, I didn't hear you.
It
Sorry.
is, yes.
So I'm discussing my plan in hushed tones. Simeon, if they are as close together as you say, I will go down first, cast a grease trap, try and trip them all up.
That sounds like a mighty fine plan.
Lint, Nargrax, Finian, if you pin them down while they are tripped up, hopefully we can get the jump on them without killing them.
Outstanding plan.
Doom, actually, I have a question for you on the basis of that.
Go ahead.
Do you know the cantrip light?
Yes.
Could I control the intensity of the light?
Are there any existing lights down here? Fire?
I'm basically
there will be, yes.
I'm basically thinking if I can cast it kind of because I can cast it within 20 feet in like a ball, so I was wondering if I could kind of like shine a really bright light to blind them.
Does it specify the type of light?
Let me just in fact
I've got it here. It says bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Bright light would just be to see by then. In that case, it wouldn't be blinding.
Okay, fair
You
enough.
can control the colour. That looks like about it.
It's the
in terms
colour,
of
but not
control.
the intensity. Okay, I was just wondering
Mhm.
whether I could use it that way. Fair enough.
Good try then.
No, I have to try the haggling every now and again.
What's lighting the room? Or providing these guys
It's
with
going to be
light?
torches just around the edges.
Okay.
I'd say like a torch in each wall in the middle.
Okay. So Nargrax, do you agree with my plan?
Yes, I don't have anything else better to assist us in a surprise attack. So please proceed with your suggestion, Flint.
So I jump down the hole and then cast
You're just
grease
going
in
to
the
simply
middle.
jump down.
Simply jump down.
Actually, I don't know if I could stop him from
He
just
jumps.
jumping down. Okay, I can't.
Could I? I was going to say, could I tell how far of a jump down it is? Is there ladders? Is there staircase? What?
You could have, yes, but and it was
He's
locked.
broken his legs. No.
Oh. My legs.
I'll say you land. Roll acrobatics to see if you don't take damage. You got to roll
God.
a 12.
Acrobatics.
Nargrax curses slightly under
Okay,
his breath.
you go.
I'll deal with that.
You don't take damage.
He rolls and he does a Super Sentai pose with a 19, I think.
I'll say they see you when you land and they go, what? And then you instantly cast. Okay, so Greece is a 10-foot square. Where exactly?
Around the centre.
Make a 10-foot square. I'll just generally drag the 10 foot. Make a square that size and then just drag it into the middle of them.
How do I do that?
Actually, I should move.
It's on the pen tool. There should be draw shape.
I'll just move it over to here.
I am a shape.
Shape.
Can you
What?
just do that thing you had up again, please, Doom?
Was it not still there? Yep, there we go. Okay, just drag it into the middle of them.
I can't do that without putting additional.
Change
Right.
back to the selection.
Yeah, it's not.
Mostly.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's a bit awkward to move, I know, but
It's
get rid of the tiny one.
that's slightly off center.
Right, so you managed to get all
It's
three.
stylistic.
Okay.
Okay, so, and with that, combat has begun.
So he's jumped down, hasn't he, Flint?
Yes.
So
Careful, guys! It's a steep fall. I shout back out as I do that.
how far down is it? Because obviously, if I hear Flint saying that, I'm going to look down the whole. Well, not look down the whole, but I'm kind of go. Would I be able to
I'm
tell
gonna
there's a
say
ladder?
it's 20. It'll take 20 feet of movement to get down, though, I'm going to say.
Wow.
It's more because it's a ladder, so it's more difficult terrain.
Is that like 2 stories? Jesus Christ.
So we'd
I am.
we
Well,
would,
they couldn't hear you talking.
so we'd have 10 feet of movement from.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let me just put myself down there.
Do they?
Roll
Do they
initiative
make their
first
deck save?
before you come down.
Oh, do I have
roll
to roll
initiative.
before?
Everyone roll initiative. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Your combat's begun, so.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
You're just
So-
kind of looking at the ceiling going, oh shit.
All right. All nat ones and nat 20s for me today.
Let's make a note of this.
Huh.
Yeah, like
Speaking
success.
of which,
Guess that makes sense since I jumped down first and then.
yeah, and Nagrax was just kind of like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
just check this ladder.
I guess we're going to be a dead last. I'm going to say Finian is probably going to stick this fight out, given how cramped the quarters are.
Okay.
And he's not generally paying attention.
Damn that Finian.
Okie dokie. So the turn order will be Nagrax, Halfling 1, Flint, Halfling 2, Halfling 3, and Simeon.
Okay, so me to move first, did you say?
Actually, no, he will go in.
Do
we'll
they
see.
not have to take a saving throw first because I put the grease below them?
He'll be second last.
That'll probably be when they move, I'd say.
I'm pretty sure it's when they move. Oh no, any creature in the area must succeed on a distance saving throw or fall. Okay, I'll
Alright.
roll the saving throws in a moment. So we need to add Finian onto second last.
Don't question what's in this pint glass.
Well, it's going to be +1 to their saves.
I can tell you if you like, but don't question it.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, what's the saving throw got to be, by the way?
Oh, I put it in the thing. I'll just double check.
Your saving throw is a set number that they have to roll to beat.
Is it spell save DC?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 8 plus, I think, your intelligence modifier. I think.
It's specifically on, if you go into your spells, it should say next to your spell attack,
Yeah,
spell
13.
save. 13, okay. And I'm going to say meets it, beats it. So the first one saves perfectly, the second one falls on his ass, and the third one falls on his ass.
Nice.
So it's just the first one that's still on his feet. Okie dokie. And with that, we start at the top of the turn order. So that is a Nagrax.
Nagrax. Okay, so Nagrax is going to head down, so that's going to take 20 feet of movement, right?
Correct.
Right, so Nagrax is going to head down, and he's going to... Now, I don't think I've actually tried doing anything like this before. Nagrax sees the grease, and it occurs to him. He wonders if there's anything down here that might be flammable. Would I need to take an action?
On the walls, you see like and there are torches.
Right. Well, actually, I was thinking more in the bowels, like if there's anything that could be explosive.
Explosive roll perception.
Yeah. Would this take my action?
I'll let it be a free action.
Okay. I feel like this could be the beginning of Divinity all over again if we're not careful.
Ah.
Oh, but he's setting you all on fire this time.
It wouldn't, to be fair, politely. Perception.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Did that actually? Oh, I think that did roll 15.
You don't see any sign of anything explosive.
Okay. In fact, Nargrax doesn't say anything. Then in that case, he just kind of looks quickly. Right. So Nargrax is going to open up with a. In fact, what should he open with? He's going to open up with Bless.
That's okay.
Yeah, do you want me to just put it? I'll just put it there for you. So it's a concentration spell, so plus up to 3 targets of your choice within range. So that's within 30 feet, so I'd imagine that would also get Simeon, who's currently next to the ladder, right?
Does it need line of sight? It doesn't.
It doesn't specify.
Nope, that's fine then.
So 3 targets of your choice within range, so whenever they make an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, so that's basically 10 rounds. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, then.
So that's all he'll do for the time being.
Yep. So you put it on Simeon and
Simeon
Flint?
and Flint. Did Finian come up?
Finian is in the turn order as well, yes.
Did he approach the ladder though?
No, he's still by the door.
So he won't be. Okay, I mean, to be fair, Nargrax cast that assuming that Finian was there, so it'll just be those two then that would be affected.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
By the way, for context, this is number 1 that's still on his feet.
Oh, one thing actually, before I end my turn, I will move a little bit just so I'm not in the way of the ladders. So I will just kind of move to the side because I don't want to go in the middle of all of them. Where was that? That was about here. Could you just mark that spot for me, Doom? Just so I can remember. I think it was about here, 10 feet. Cheers. Okay.
Okay. And with your turn over, Halfling 1 is quite panicked seeing you. He's seen his friends go on his arse, but he's managed to save on his throw. So he is going to move, and he is going to immediately charge straight at Big Blue.
All right.
And he's going to attack with a dagger that he's pulled out from his waistband. And
right.
his attack is +3.
Okay.
He gets a 12.
That doesn't hit.
Okay, so he whiffs. And he immediately ends his turn.
So I'm thinking of my next action.
It is your turn now, yes, as well.
I will just remind Flint, because can I talk when it's not my turn, Doom?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Unless you have some kind of symbiotic bond.
Yeah, we don't yet, so no.
Yet. What are you planning, Bug?
You'll see. Or maybe that was just a throwaway comment. That means nothing.
Oh my god, he's going to become a cleric half spore druid. Ah.
God.
We are all Nargrax.
So I was amazing the crick.
God.
The best yokel accent.
Where was the torch on the south wall?
It's going to be just on the other side of the crates that you're next to. In the little
south
gap.
wall?
Oh, south wall, sorry. There.
Could I increase the brightness of that to try and blind the person that's attacking Simeon? Sorry, Nargrax. I have control flames.
No magical flames in range 5 foot cube.
You did specify it was a
Flame
torch.
5 feet in one direction, around the wood. Extinguish the flame. Double heat or half the area. Nice. Change the color. Cause simple shapes such as. It doesn't say that you can increase the intensity of the brightness. Only says you can. I know it does say you can double, but that wouldn't really be blinding unless you put it beside somebody's eyes.
You could use it to startle them, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
was
that'd
what I
be
was
more if
thinking.
they weren't already in combat, and you're also going to startle an ally as well at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially given Nagarak says he's back to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a fair point, actually.
I thought because Nargox had his back to it, it wouldn't affect his eyesight or anything.
No, but I would
okay.
probably turn around.
Freddy's.
They would immediately poop himself.
Yeah. Like the Martian Manhunter, his fire is his weakness, apparently.
Okay.
But it isn't. Another throwaway comment.
So, what are the conditions for like knocking them out and not killing them?
Basically, the damage to finish them off needs to be non-lethal. So you specify that it's non-lethal. Your spells will be lethal damage.
I
But
don't think you can make fire
your
non-lethal.
spell.
I weren't going to use fire, don't worry.
I was about to say,
put-
set them on fire in the grease. It's like,
Yeah, that would class as lethal.
But don't worry, it's magical healing fire.
Oh, it's okay then. Ow, 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 ow. So what do you do?
I was hoping they would all fall and my plan would work perfectly, so I didn't think.
I mean, technically they did, but
All but one.
we're tough. It isn't bad.
How much? I think it uses half the movement to get up, doesn't it? Or is it the full movement to get up from prone?
Probably full action to go up from prone.
Alright, so I run and try and jump on this guy
Well, you literally
and
sort
to
of
restrain him.
you want him to give you a piggyback?
All right.
So I can't run and jump on him and restrain him, or attempt to restrain him.
Okay, you can go ahead. Make a strength check with advantage.
Why can't I have separate?
Damn, that's some good strength for
It is.
wizard.
It's adrenaline, I swear.
I'm going to say that you managed to jump on top of him and you've managed to restrain him, and well, basically you've got hold of his arms against the floor.
Okay.
All right, I can use a bonus action to throw a dart I have equipped at the one.
Given you're restraining him, you'll be using both
your
arms.
arms, yeah. sorry
Okay
for that.
then. Okay then.
Also, is throwing a dart a bonus action?
I've got 2 weapon fine. It says when you I need to take an attack action with a light melee weapon in one hand.
I'm pretty sure it has to be 2 melee weapons specifically. Anyway, for the second
If
action.
either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it.
Don't know about that. Well, the more you know.
I mean, to be fair, if he wants to do that, you probably have to throw the dart before restraining him. He won't be able to do that after.
I'd say it's too late at this point.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
That's
so-
why I'm saying that
Yeah.
you would have to be done in that order.
Okay, so do you
then-
use after restraining then?
There's not much else I can do, is there? I'm
Okay.
restraining him. If I do anything else, he'll escape.
Okie dokie. So that will go to Halfling 2, which is the one that you have restrained. So he's going to fight against your restraint. The best way to do this, I'm going to say, is going to be a straight strength roll off.
Be an opposed strength check.
Yes. He has +0 to strength. So it's just going to roll a d20. He rolls a 16.
That's pretty good, actually.
Oh, you mean I have to roll
yeah.
again?
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to roll higher than him. Huh.
I'm going to say he
He was
buckled.
prone and I jumped on him.
He's thrashing around, but you manage to just barely hold on to him.
Okay.
Meets it, beats it often break means that you hit, but with this in particular,
It's kind
consider
of
it's
like
an
its strength,
check,
so it's
it's
like
even for even.
it's like a stalemate.
Yep, complete stalemate.
He was already prone though, so does leverage not come into account?
No, not for straight rolls like this.
Okay.
Okay, then, so that will now go into the next one. It's 15 feet of movement, apparently, to get up from prone.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a look. It's half your speed.
So, this one now gets up. Oh, actually, you need to move your character on top of him. No,
All right.
close enough. Actually, that the way the characters are fit.
That looks like you're kind of bringing a tower behind him.
Don't question it. Alpha. Oh wait, wrong game.
Alright, so this guy gets up, he draws his knife, and he is going to run right at you and stab at you with it. Given you're on the floor restraining this other guy, he's going to have advantage on the attack.
All
So
right,
that
then.
is going to be +3 to roll and hits. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, I guess.
It has to. And it's 1d6 plus 1 damage.
My AC's 10, if that helps.
Oof. Ow.
Ooh.
1d6. God damn, that's a good dagger.
4 damage. So he stabs you in the thigh. And his turn has ended. That goes to Finian. So given Finian was further back, he will use his movement to get over to the ladder and then head... Oh, no. There we go. Yeah. Then head down. Wait. I'm moving the wrong things. Okay, my movement's gone a bit weird just there, but okay. Now, does Finian have any kind of range thing he can do?
You made it.
Yes, he can throw a dart. So he will throw a dart, which is +6 to his throw. He's going to throw it at the one that he has seen attack you. 21 definitely hits.
Right, that's good.
So 1d4 plus 4. Not one on damage, but I mean...
That's more like it.
So he hits Halfling 3 right there. Goes inside of his shoulder. He screams. He looks hurt, but okay. Actually, I need to make a note of this now before I forget who's got what damage.
Oh, Doom.
Yes.
A creature that enters the area or ends its turn in the grease does succeed on another dex save.
We can't really be rock prone and prone. 'Cause you've already got him on the floor, so.
On about the guy that.
Well, I mean, the other guy did move to attack him.
Points. Points. Okay, I'll do that. How much damage? Probably should have actually put the health down on this little thing beforehand. Actually, I probably should have. Actually, no, that wasn't an attack roll, was it? It was an athletic. Okay, no matter. Ignore me. Right, so he needs to make a dex save, was it?
Yeah, it just says at the end of his turn. It doesn't say while he's during it.
The start or end of the turn in the thing, yeah.
It was a +1. Okay, he slips right back on his ass. I could have given Finian advantage then maybe as well. Well,
It could. It still plays out the same. You still hit him.
Already hit.
okay then. So now that it's Simeon's turn at last.
All
Yes.
right. The ladder is in this bottom right corner, yeah?
It is, yes. There was no picture for a ladder. I had to use a chimney stack.
So that used 20 feet of my movement to get down there.
Yes. Indeed it did.
Can I reach that one that stabs out from here?
No, you cannot.
That's 15
There's
feet.
only one that you could reach.
All right, I'm gonna charge at this one that's attacking. This one that's attacking Nargrax, and I'm gonna shove him to the ground.
Alright, so you're going to shove him over or do...
Instead of making an attack roll, you make an athletics check, contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics.
How the hell do I figure out what this thing's athletics and acrobatics is? I was going to say it's +0, whatever it is.
I automatically succeed if the target incapacitated, which is not. If I succeed, I can either knock him prone or push him 5 feet away. I'm gonna knock him prone.
You got a
I can.
5. So,
Well, I mean, I have a +5 to athletics, so I literally can't fail. Well, actually, no, that one can still fail, right?
yeah, that one will fail.
Thankfully, I didn't get the nat one.
You trip on a pebble with a nat one, I think.
All right, get down, jump down the ladder, and I charge him down with my
You
shield
jump
to
down
the
the
floor.
ladder.
Okay, so you got
And
him
then,
prone on top of him.
yeah, I want to hold my spear down at his throat. You deal with me. That is my whole turn.
Okay then, back to the top of the turn order, so back to Nagrax.
Right. Nigrex will say, because I don't know if Finian actually heard us when we were talking to Officer Williams. Finian, remember, we need them alive. Don't do lethal attacks. So after he relays this information, so this one in front of me is now restrained, right?
He's currently restrained.
Knocked him prone.
He's
yeah,
not,
no,
but I mean,
restrained.
is Simeon on top of him?
I did stay.
He's pointing his spear
He's
at his
pointing-
throat.
Yeah.
Considering,
I knocked him well, I guess I shoved him away and knocked him prone.
right, considering he's
I'm not
prone.
really on top of him.
Shoved him away, it'll be 5 foot to the side.
So here's a question. I want to try and knock him out with my mace. Considering what the mace is, would I have to kind of like get the butt of it in order to try and knock him out rather than the spike? I would imagine that would probably kill if I attack the head.
You potentially cave in his skull.
If
If
I,
you stuck with it, and yes.
but I mean, if I attack with the butt of the weapon, would that be okay?
Yes. 1 second.
Else having a break, it seems.
I know.
I'm sure he said that he was pointing the spear at.
Because he's
Half
point.
throat,
Because I was going to say, if he's pointing the spear at his throat, could I have advantage to kind of like just hit the head to try and knock him out?
1 second.
Where's Finian, by the way?
He's against the right wall.
So here I am in the middle, surrounded by 2 of them. One of them I am pinning down.
Yes.
Okay then.
To knock them out, you're going to have to get them low on health and then specifically state that you're trying to knock them out, basically. So you need to look like they're quite badly hurt.
Right, so I can only do that when they're already badly hurt. I couldn't just do it outright. Okay,
If
right.
you punch them with an at 20, I'd say you knock them out.
Just trying to see if... I think what I'll do in that case then, just because it looks like Flint's having a bit of a bad time and he has currently got his spear to his... Well, Simeon's got a spear to his throat. I'll probably move... In fact, how far away is that? Might to switch between a few different tabs here, sorry.
I have a feeling.
So... Yeah, so he's within 10 feet to me. He's held down, so he won't get opportunity attack on me, I don't think.
Mhm.
So I will move up to him, and I will, because I don't think he's been attacked yet, has he?
Yes, he's the one that Finian attacked.
Ah, right. So how much health did he? He took 5 damage. Okay. I will go in for a mace hit, a regular mace hit.
He is prone on the floor.
Is he put on the floor?
Yep.
So he's stood in the grease, isn't he? I'm kind of stood on the edge of it though, here, aren't I?
On the edge. Well, yeah, outside the grease.
Would I be stepping into the grease to attack him, or could I strike him without stepping in?
You can strike without strapping into the grease.
Right, I'll do that then.
Okie dokie.
I'm hoping this doesn't kill him.
You hit.
Okay.
Just try and restrain him.
Okay, 4
You
bludgeoning.
do 4 damage. That's on number 3.
Okay, and how badly hurt does he look after that?
He's starting to look worse for wear.
Right, okay, so before I end my turn, I would say to the others, this one's looking pretty haggard. We should try to restrain this one. So with that, I will end my turn.
Okie dokie. So that goes to Halfling 1, who is currently at spear point from Simeon.
Is Elf back yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ah, right.
Welcome back.
I just wasn't looking
Okay,
at the stream for a moment.
Let me just quickly check something. Okay. Simeon, the one that is prone that you have the spear near the throat of, he looks up at you and he raises his hand, palm up, and fire leaps out from the hand at you. Because he's prone, he's attacking with disadvantage. So I'm assuming a 5 does not hit.
Neither one of those will hit.
Okay. So the fire leaps out of his hand, it goes straight past you and just fizzles out. And that's the end of his turn. So now that is to Flint.
So you're still restraining the other guy, I'd imagine.
I am.
He's writhing underneath you.
Could I use a dagger to, I don't know, sever a leg tendon so he can't get out?
Fucking hell.
This is
Oh my
getting dark. I mean, to be fair, that is a character for Flint, probably.
Don't make it the femoral artery, you'll bleed out in seconds, right?
I said tendon, not artery.
Damn.
Medical check to see if you know the difference.
Okay, then can I use a dart? It's more precise than the dagger.
I'd say that you can try with a dagger. You will attack because you're going for flailing legs with disadvantage, despite the fact you've got him prone.
So what am I rolling for that?
I'm going to say you have to roll twice for each leg.
But just the dagger?
Maybe your attack roll with disadvantage. And you're doing it one swipe, but you need to see if you can hit both of them. So rolling twice for one and twice on the other as it comes past.
So well.
Right, because of that one.
Oh, God.
You kick the dagger from your hand.
Ugh.
And I want to fit either. Alright.
Yeah, I guess that's my turn if that's what. I don't really want to stop trying to restrain him.
So you end your turn, it goes to his turn. Now, because you've now got one less arm on him, because you tried to attack him, he's going to have advantage to try and break your grasp.
Okay.
So it's going to be opposed strength again. So you roll your strength.
Well,
That way, pop up. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
First one beat. I was hoping for a nat then, to be honest. Okay,
one,
so
one
he.
up, one in.
He just kind of like he flexes. I'm good.
I'm going to toot.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he kicks out of your grasp and he will roll just 5 foot to the side. Okay, there, yeah, fine. I'm going to say he's probably not going to have any movement left, though, to actually get up.
So is he kind of just crawling at that point?
Yeah,
And he's out the grease now, right?
he is, yes. And he's going to end his turn there. Goes over to number 3. He is very pissed off looking at you, but he takes his dagger and attacks Flint, who is prone because he was down grappling the other one, so he has advantage on the attack. Wow.
Am I dead?
No,
I mean,
that's a
No,
dog.
he
I mean, your AC is not that low. Surely to God.
Okay, so 5, 4, 3, and we're going to get a 2 and a 1 next. So, he fucked up. That's the end of number 3's turn, so that now goes to Finian. Finian is going to run towards the one that he just saw attack Simeon. And he is going to... He is going to attack with his... He's actually just simply going to punch. And then he's going to punch, and he's going to punch.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to make his initial attack, which is 12, which beats it, so that will hit. Then he's going to use a key point to use Flurry of Blows to hit twice more. So that'll be a 13 and an 18, so all 3 hits.
Nice.
So that is 1d4 plus 4 for each. So 8 hits, does a lot of damage to him. 6, again, does quite a bit of damage. It's starting to look very fucked up. Go on, roll the last one for me, please. Right, 5. Because it's an unarmed strike, he knocks him straight out, and he goes flat out on the floor.
Feeling was useful this round.
Doom, out of interest, this is just complete RP, this isn't anything to do with combat. Would Nargrax have any way of seeing Finian, or does he have his back to him right now?
You have your back to him right now.
Okay, fair enough.
What about me?
You're just kind of greased up on the floor.
Does anyone want to wrestle?
God.
Right, and that is now Simeon's turn. You just seen Finian run in and absolutely
Annihilate that guy.
yeah.
Deck this halfling. Right.
Yep.
Well struck, small one. Young one, not small one. I'm going to run up and shove my spear out of this halfling's throat. Not literally his throat.
Just about to
attacking.
say, Jesus. Not lethal.
Bloodluster what?
I'll go for an arm or something to pin.
Kick the halfling. Let the damn cat in.
I will in a say. That is a 12 to hit.
Beats it. Roll your damage.
Six.
Okay, 6. And that one
And
was number 2, wasn't it?
I'll use my bonus attack with the Polar Master to do a butt attack with the spear,
Go on, butt him.
which I believe is just again to hit.
Hits.
15. And now I'll just roll a d4, I think. 3 more damage.
Okay. He's looking pretty hurt. Both Halfling 2 and Halfling 3 are looking pretty hurt.
Do you give up?
He just snarls at you. No.
Then we should dance some more. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie, that goes back to the top of the turn order to Nagrax.
Would you say they are in knockout range now?
I'd say looking at them, you can tell that they are pretty much at the end of their rope.
Right. In that case, I'm going to go for a non-lethal attack with my mace, just using the butt of it so I don't cave in the guy's skull.
Go ahead.
So would that be a regular attack roll to hit?
Yes, Bill.
Oh, God's sake. Go back onto this tab. There we go. Alright. Does that hit?
That misses.
That misses. Oh. Never mind. I don't think Nagrax can do anything else, unfortunately. He isn't like Vinny. He can't hit multiple times.
Boy,
I forgot we're blessed. So
yeah, I was just about to mention.
Oh, yeah.
I
Attack.
probably could have attack
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about
Totally.
that.
Yeah, he took that one,
Well, I
so he
mean-
still would have knocked it out.
I mean, to be fair, would adding 4 to that actually hit?
Given it was a nat 1, he would have guaranteed to.
No, I
have his
mean,
blade.
I meant my attack roll just now.
You didn't blast yourself.
Oh, yeah. You can't bless yourself. Can I just double read the spell? I think it is just for allies. Did I not? I mustn't have put that in chat earlier. Sorry about this.
You did. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Up
It
to
doesn't
3.
specify.
It doesn't specify. Okay, that's fair. So yeah, just 9 then. So I can't do anything else this turn.
Okie dokie.
Very sad.
So that now goes to number 1. He gargles and he's kind of knocked out. And then that goes to Flint again. Flint, you're currently prone.
So obviously I'd get up, which is 15 movement, right?
And you don't really need to move if you're staying next to one of them anyway, but... So both of them look pretty messed up.
All right. Can't really knock anyone out with a dart.
You can use your first.
I mean, you could just throw the dart sideways.
Could you?
It's just
You
like,
can try.
Throw it
you
backwards.
hit it with like the feather down. It's like, eh! I'm allergic.
I'm going to allow it. I'll allow it.
You know what?
So you are directly next to him, so throwing something is disadvantage.
You could just hit them with it.
Sorry, just got that many tabs open at the moment.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I do as well.
I got like 4 different Word documents. I've got like 6 tabs.
I mean, yeah, I've got 4 open myself. Not Word docs, but
I've got bug stream up. I've got the actual game table up. I've got my character in a separate tab. And I've got a Word doc I've been typing.
Monster.
No, that's not the options. Hmm. Hmm. You know what? Can I just do what was suggested? I want to swing one-handed at the guy in front of me and try and
Yeah,
knock
go
him
ahead.
out, and then try and do the same to the other guy with the butt end of a dart.
Which one are you swinging at? The one below or above?
The one below.
Go ahead. You get advantage because he was still prone.
All right. Damn it. So I rolled to hit him first.
Yes. And roll to hit again.
That'll do.
Roll to hit. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, fuck. Okay,
Yep, that'll
you
do.
knock him out. You knock him out.
All right.
You
And
bonk
I've
him,
got-
and he's gone.
I've got 2-weapon fighting. Can I use the butt of the dart to try and knock the other guy out?
It'll be disadvantage for the attack. I'm going to
Does it
say
be
it'd have to be an
lower?
unarmed strike if you wanted to punch him.
Unarmed
But
strike.
so you have to use the dart. You're going to have to throw it.
Oh, I'll try and turn around and punch him then. It's allowed.
Could you sweep the leg, maybe?
You got a problem
Sweet.
with that?
That'd be specifically a move. I would have thought sweeping
Yeah.
the leg,
That would use my quarterstaffs though, wouldn't it?
especially because he's using unarmed fighting as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
he's not unarmed fighting. What we're talking about. 2-weapon
Yeah.
fighting. It specifies.
It
weapon.
specifies the weapon. Okay, sorry.
I consider a fist a weapon personally.
Yeah. So can I do that with my fist?
Go to punch. Beats it. Beats it. Roll your damage.
Oh, sorry, I just clicked the button. I didn't click the roll.
Do you actually have a?
In fact, it just says 1 for unarmed
You just
strike.
do one damage. You don't add any roll. Okay.
Yeah.
You punch him. I'm going to say you don't knock him out, but you give him a black eye, and he looks much
Alright.
worse.
Alrighty then.
Jeez, that was what, some
Okay.
damage.
That's my turn.
And then that goes to the halfling. He is looking a bit panicked suddenly. He looks to his side, he sees the grease. He looks to his other side, he sees the table in the way. And he's kind of pinned in by both of you. He'll reach into his jacket and pull out a wand, which he will aim at Nagrax.
Alright,
He'll roll a spell attack.
okay. That hits.
Okie and it is a D10. It is a firebolt.
Okay.
So he deals 5 damage to you.
Alright.
And that's all he can do. It's now Finian. Finian is going to throw his quarterstaff to try and knock him out. Right between the gap there.
It's very. He does like throwing his quarterstaff.
19 hits. But the damage the quarterstaff can do, I'm going to say that knocks him straight out. So, he hits his head on the table and collapses to the floor. So they are now all knocked out.
Okay, very good.
Is there anything we can do specifically to restrain them while they're knocked out? Bind their
Nope.
arms and legs?
How
Williams pokes his head down and comes down the ladder, seeing as the fighting's over. Ah, yes, excellent. He runs over and he starts to put shackles onto them with their arms behind their back. Puts on all 3 in turn. They're all completely unconscious. Thank you. You, little elf, help me get these upstairs. Finian immediately starts to help him get them upstairs. So they start dragging all 3 of them upstairs, and they stay up there with them.
I limp over to Nargrax.
Mhm.
Obviously, with backstory, I don't have much faith in the gods. To what happened, which I don't know if I've revealed to anyone yet. In character.
You haven't really talked about yourself in
Alright.
character.
And then so I limp over to Nargrax. The
Okay.
gods don't appreciate me. Do not bless me again.
Nagrax doesn't really have a response to that, but what he will do
I am
is
quite pissed off at it.
but I will heal him.
Hmm.
Like I won't respond, but I will heal him with a cure wounds.
Another battle well fought.
How much was that?
12.
Damn. Probably actually more than a full heal from him.
So I heal him, his wounds disappear, and Nagrax will then respond. Sometimes the gods don't solve every problem, but don't turn your back on them, Flint. There's much they can do for us. And I walk away.
So should I just put my HP back to
Yeah, back to full.
max?
CC.
Can I check out this chest over here?
You can do roll investigation. Okay, and 11. The chest is unlocked, so you lift it up, and inside you see a collection of different wooden sticks, blue jewels of some kind, various different pouches that contain different types of magical dust. You see several pouches marked arcane, and there is also a sword in there. Actually, no, not a sword, an axe, sorry.
I found the goods.
Ah,
Check out this axe.
excellent.
Okay, you lift up the axe and look at it. It has a boar's head, essentially carved into the shape of an axe, with the main blade being the back of the head.
Oh,
And
just...
at the back, it has both the snout and the tusks are sharpened. This is a +1 axe.
This is an exquisite weapon. Can't wait to try this.
Okie
I'll
dokie.
just, I'll pocket.
Add it to your character sheet.
Kind of sounded like there was more in there than what was taken, Doom.
Roll an 11. And yes, there was other things in there that I said. Do you do anything with them?
With
I-
the sorry, go on.
I try and identify what was taken from the shop owners first.
Has Simeon told you what was in there? Or...
I did say I found the goods that have been stolen.
Alright.
You just said that.
Right, so yeah, you've got the goods that were stolen plus something else as well.
What I will do at this
Just
point is, if Flint wants to look at that stuff, I'll go upstairs and I'll just go to verify with Officer Williams if he's still about.
What's this? Something else?
There's something else with several pouches marked arcane.
Can I use my Arcana to check what they are?
You can, yes.
Man, can't this screen just go back to my main character page? I'm happy with that.
Okay. You know that arcane is a magical drug that, when taken, allows you to cast a random attack spell.
Ooh. Ooh.
You know it is a potentially dangerous drug.
Out of character, I know exactly what this is, but I can't. In character, I don't. So
That video you shared the other day with a guy that could do wild magic, is it related to that?
It's going to be similar, but it's different.
Right.
yeah,
It's out.
sorry, right.
No, you continue.
The axe, you get a found doom. Did you say it's a battle axe +1?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, out of character, I don't know what this is.
It's not
But in
actually a
character,
D&D thing. It's a homebrew thing.
right?
So you won't be able to look it up. Well, potentially. But, yeah,
But
it's fun.
so Flint knows can be potentially quite dangerous.
Yes.
And what's the drug called again?
Arcane. I'm going to say 2 pouches of it.
Okay, this is 2 pouches arcane. This is dangerous stuff. I suggest we inform the authorities.
Certainly.
Now,
Stuff.
now Greg's to
awful.
go back up the ladder just before you said that, so he's just going to
Okay.
tell the officer that we've recovered the stuff, but he won't mention the arcane because he doesn't know.
Okay. Ah, yes, excellent. I'll take care of the little man. We need to have a bit of a talk, I think. But I would appreciate if you would send the enchanted wood and the jewels back to their respective owners.
Okay, now Greg's just says, understood. He will go back downstairs and he's just going to relay that message to Flint and Simeon.
Would you like me to add the stuff to my inventory that we're just going to give back to the shop owners straight away?
No, don't bother.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go through adding custom
I
items.
try and catch him before he leaves to tell him about the arcane.
Right, okay, so, like, now Greg's just say, that is quite troubling. I will go and inform the officer, see if this is something that was reported stolen. So he will go back up and he'll just mention the arcane too.
Does Nargrax know what arcane is?
Well, I mean, I assume you would have explained it to me.
Yes. Yes, I would have.
So
Is it a common drug in this world?
Somewhat.
Okay. I just tell Officer Williams about that. Do.
Arcane. Sadly, that seems to be going around everywhere these days. Where are the pouches of it?
Downstairs, Simeon found 2 packets of it amongst the stolen goods.
He will go down. I can't actually drag his character because other characters are on top of him, so he's next to your character there. I hear you have some arcane. I'd like to tether off you.
Yes, I hand the arcane to Card.
Both pouches.
Both pouches.
Okay, he takes it. He opens up one of them. He nods. Opens up the other one. Nods. Takes a little bit out on his finger, and he sniffs some of it. Yep, that's arcane.
I've come across this before. It's vile stuff. Interesting effect.
Yes,
but not
quite interesting. He waves his hand to his side by accident, and fireball leaps out and hits the wall.
Oh god, that's 20 feet too.
But a fireball's fine.
Oh, I thought you said fireball. Just about to say,
So,
hey,
so did I.
you just said that.
There
Still
is
on
grease
fire.
in the. If
I
we're
thought
still
you said
downstairs,
fireball.
there is grease in the room.
The grease has disappeared by now.
Good.
God,
Oh,
that'd be
fire
a way,
kind.
that'd be a way
That's
to OTK the party.
Interesting effects.
Yes.
Are you sure you'll be
Yeah.
all right with that, Williams?
Yes, don't worry, I'll be fine with this. Okay. Let's yes. Let's get these people to the police station. No, let's go. He walks out, goes upstairs, he picks up 2 of the halflings and starts walking right towards the door. He's now carrying them without any issue whatsoever.
Before we leave, can I have a quick look around the rest of the room? With anything else of interest?
Roll another investigation.
No, Grex will come down and see what you guys are doing after
Got a 50
the
on
officers
Sarah.
left.
You see several different bits of food. There's a wheel of cheese on the table, and there are several gold coins scattered across the table, as well as a couple scattered across the floor. Roll 2d6. Oof.
3.
Okay, you get 3 gold pieces.
Excellent.
Real cheese, if you want it.
I'll swap
In-
that.
And you ate a whole wheel of cheese.
In the distance, you just say, cheese, cheese. Doom knows what I'm about.
Simeon, when you pick up the cheese, roll perception. Actually, no, not perception. What'll be best for that? No, I'm going to say, yeah, perception.
Are you waiting on me for something?
Which
Yes.
is a roll for perception.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to someone else.
He's staring intently at that cheese.
Sorry, my bad. 16.
You hear a faint echo behind your ear. Cheese, 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 cheese.
As I what? As I eat it?
You eat it, sure, yeah.
Oh no. No, this is the origin story.
I picked it up and I just picked it up, gave it a sniff.
You just hear that echo somewhere behind your ear, just faint cheese, cheese, cheese.
I look
Cheers.
behind me. Is
You
there
just-
What is it, Simeon?
one of you call for cheese?
No.
No, I mean I would. Oh, I'd like some cheese tomorrow breakfast, but no, not right now.
I want to sniff it again.
You just smell some cheese.
I don't hear any echoing.
Nope.
I pocket the cheese. maybe later.
Oh, you can fit a whole wheel of cheese in your pocket.
It's a wedge, isn't it, or is it a wheel?
It's a wheel.
Oh, I thought it was like a. I thought it was a bit.
You gotta just try to force it in there a couple of times. And then
Sorry,
yeah,
I wasn't 100% there.
it's okay.
Okay.
You were listening to the echo. It's okay.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll put a wheel of cheese in my fucking bag.
All right. With that, Finian and the guard take the halflings to basically the jail. Finian comes back without issue, and the bar is completely empty. The little guy has not reappeared. That disappeared.
Was he not one of the 3 down there?
Nope.
The bar owner? No.
He was not.
Would we recognise that?
Yes.
Okay then. I wonder where the bar owner's got to.
It's possible that you could have been an accomplice.
I think so. The hideout underneath his bar is quite the giveaway.
Forgive me, I meant that he was most definitely an accomplice, which is why he's not reappeared.
Finian will speak up. He probably figured the gig was up and cut his losses, I guess.
That would make the most sense.
Yes.
By the way, Finian retrieved his staff.
Retrieved it just from downstairs, yeah.
He didn't throw it away this time.
To be honest, I was actually coming up to just see if the officer was still there first, just to mention that guy.
No, he's gone, and I was going to say the thingies are gone with him.
Yeah, I mean,
Halfling.
if that's the case, Nargrax would go down and claim the stuff if someone already hasn't done it.
I pocketed
I
all
thought,
the.
I thought I did that when I checked for the.
Let's say you guys have the stuff to get back.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing we just do a tour of all the shops now, handing back the stolen merchandise.
Okay then.
Before
So
that, well, I wouldn't really know anything. Sort of take a look over everything and go, what were they taking these for? What could these be made to? This is far beyond my knowledge. But
Flint
perhaps
was
you?
speculating that earlier. Maybe now you've got all the stuff in front of you, perhaps you could make some sense of it.
roll Arcana with advantage, and then intelligence with advantage.
So twice for both.
Yes.
Well,
Okay. Looking at the components, with the particular types of arcane dust, the enchantments generally they seem to be ritualistic, possibly some form of holding spell could have been enchanted into an item with them. You assume that the wand and the jewel were meant to be basically the main item itself, and the dust was simply to place the enchantment on them. You're not completely sure exactly which enchantment it would have gone with, but you could assume that it was some form of restraint that would most likely have been used for the sapphire gem in particular.
With some sort of holding spell, although I'm not quite sure which one was used.
That seems interesting, and good work, Flint. We should probably report our findings once we've
Is
handed.
it safe to hand back to the shop owners in this condition?
The items are still separate; they've not actually been put together.
All right.
It's why you just know
Okay.
it's some sort of spell like that.
So now Grax will just finish by saying, we should probably get these goods back post haste.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay then. You guys go back
While
to
walking back to the shop side, like, what would they possibly want to hold in these items? This is as we're walking back to the stores to return them.
Nagrax will just say, without knowing more about the thieves' past exploits, it's difficult to say what they could be using this for. It's possible that they could have been dealing with another client.
Seems a likely scenario. I'm happy with that.
You think they're just thugs? They didn't seem to be most intelligent.
To be fair, if they had the means to hold us, they could have made that fight a lot more difficult.
You underestimate me.
No, I never. It's not that I just never underestimate my enemies, Simeon.
It's an
Definitely
excellent,
working for Fred.
excellent point.
I definitely think these guys were a middleman. Something.
It seems likely. Let's keep our ears to the ground.
You guys don't have the dust, the arcane dust, and because the cop took him because he specifically wanted to deal with the halfling. But you do have the rods and the jewels, so you return those two to respective shop owners. Both are quite thankful. The one that you give the enchanted wood to, giggity, she is very thankful. In
I
particular,
bet she
she
is.
is very thankful towards Simeon.
Bet she is.
Of course. Of
It
course.
was my pleasure.
I'm sure it was.
This place is awful lonely. I don't really have anyone.
Let's move on from this scene. This could be another 2-hour session in and of itself.
Unless Simeon wants to use his way with ladies to try and get his favourite major to his staff or whatever.
No reward is necessary, madam. Doing what is right is enough for me and my compatriots, I'm sure. And I walk out, completely ignoring Flint's very sullen face.
Nagrax will just give a polite nod to that shopkeeper before leaving to see the next.
I asked before we leave, do you sell staffs and wands? Or is this just supplies to make them?
No, sorry. It's just the supplies to make them, I'm afraid.
I shall consider this store in future and then I leave.
Okay. And you guys go to the jewelers. You hand over the jewels. He thanks you all very, very much. And he offers you gold as a reward for returning the jewels. They were not particularly cheap jewels. I'm going to roll a d8.
Given our
He gives
previous
everyone
discussion,
4 gold.
would Simeon be happy in accepting gold from somebody? Or are we not given a choice in this?
You make a good point.
He simply offers it.
No need, my friend. No need. It's all in a day's work for the Sim the Slayer.
Yeah,
Well,
Nargrax won't accept it either. He just feels like he's doing his duty.
Put in
I
front
look a
on the
little
spot.
defeated, but also don't accept. But I look like I
Finian
really want to.
However,
disappointed
I
and
clap Flint on the shoulder and really just weirdly massage his shoulder.
What were you saying about Finian, Doom?
The gold
Go
will be
ahead.
appreciated for future battles. And I'll let him take the gold.
hey,
Oh.
he gives Flint all 3 parts of gold, and Finian takes his part.
So, how
So
much?
Flint gets 12 gold.
12.
Yes.
Nice.
As I say, they were not cheap jewels.
I have no context for what's cheap or not in this game.
That is what I decide.
Yeah.
Okay, and with that, the quest is done.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh
So,
God! All right, I'm not going to lie. I looked on D&D Beyond. I looked up the cost of a blue sapphire. Holy shit!
How
I don't
much?
even know what it is on there.
On D&D Beyond, it says it's 1,000 gold.
But there you go.
Holy fuck!
While I'm
we
here,
wouldn't
can
know
I
that.
convert some of my gold into platinum?
No, you haven't specifically been given any platinum. You need to go to a bank to do that.
Okay.
You have to go through the process of setting up an account, sort of getting the right forms, go to about 3 different
Right.
places to see.
Got to think
The
of some
BF
All
security
right, we've
questions.
put your money in this bank and it's gone.
It's basically that quest from The Witcher 3 where you go to like 5 different places to just find the form, and then you just end up threatening the guy and he just gives you a sword.
I was making a smart reference, but okay.
I know.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, so you guys return to the guild hall.
Mhm.
Cerna greets you. Hi, welcome back. How did the little investigation go?
Another job complete. Another bunch of thieves thrown in jail.
Excellent. I look forward to hearing from the reports from one of you.
Yes, I shall write that soon.
Excellent. You'll receive your payments, and there should be you'll be advancing in rank as well tomorrow, then, once you've handed in the reports.
Level up.
You'll be ranking up to rank D, which means you'll have access to the D-Quest board, and you'll be able to get potentially better rooms when they're actually available.
Ooh.
When they're available. She holds up a finger.
Outstanding. Barkeep. Horse piss.
Horseman here.
Horse manure. Manure. Yes.
He obliges for your first request.
Yeah, literally goes out, gets a chuck of horse piss.
He milks the horse.
Ew.
Oh, God.
Ew.
Oh God, that was worse than I thought.
Okay, he gives you a horse
Anyway, after that, Mitch.
Alright. I'm going to say you guys are now going to have enough XP to level up again. So that will be 550 to 900. That's 350.
So
XP
we get
you all gain.
350.
Yep.
Awesome.
So everyone is now level 3, which is the point where you actually start to deviate with your class.
Actually, level 3.
Yeah, actually level 3.
Actually,
Actually.
level 3 is what
Love Actually.
Yeah, indeed.
All right, this is perfect timing with the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything book coming tomorrow. I can look through the subclasses in that and decide what I want to do at level 3.
Okay then.
I cannot
That's
recall
a good
what
point
I
to end.
Ah, okay.
Go ahead, sorry.
I wasn't saying anything, so you just go ahead, Doom.
No, Zach was.
Sorry, I'm just trying to remember how to do stuff with my character.
Click on the little wheel icon. Brings up a thing on the right. On the right, manage XP. Type 350 into the add bar and click add. And then you'll click.
I just set my level to 3.
Go by XP. Don't just go by changing the level. Because XP tracking will kind of be needed.
Doom, just to clarify this point, is the session over?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Makes sense.
You guys have a nice night. You celebrate and you go to bed.
Long rest?
Long rest, yes.
Okay. Just make sure that's reset for next time.
Not that I need it.
Indeed. I mean, to be fair, Flint doesn't either. I fully healed him. But I used up a couple of spell slots.
What's everyone's XP at?
It should be at
900.
900 exactly.
Well, that was an interesting session. I gained 2 new quotes. Yay!
Oh, that first one's brilliant.
Oh, that quote actually.
No, I added it. I don't know what's wrong with the quote command tonight. I'm not quite sure what the problem is. I'll have to probably look at that off stream just to see if I changed something somewhere.
How do I go about adding additional spells then?
When you get spells in the drop down, you'll click manage spells on the top right.
Sorry, where am I clicking for this?
Where your basically your action bar is, there should be one of the options will say spells. Click on that one. Then on the right of that, there should be manage spells. Click that. And on the top right, it will say add spell.
So you've lost me here, Doom. Sorry.
Share your screen.
Guys, just before we go any further, I just will probably end the stream here. Just we can discuss this off stream. So, for anyone who is still here, thank you very much indeed for watching our escapades. I'll probably be streaming this again next week. So, if you enjoyed what you saw or heard, I guess, feel free to stop by and see what happens next time. But until then, it's goodbye from me and goodbye from the gang.
Bye.
See you again.
Good night.